Everyone, welcome to our channel Coffee with Coach. Today we have brought another video on Tcs Nqt National Qualified Test. Previously we have made a full explanation video on Tcs Nqt and how you have to solve. There are so many tips and tricks that I have discussed that will be very helpful for you during your examination. So if you have not watched the previous video, please do watch the previous video. The link is in the description. Here in this video, I have tried to explain the English section and also I'll go through some of the English section part which may be quite helpful for you in your TCS NQT examination with the help of the mock online test that TCS has given you. So let us move on to the first question. Before starting, let me tell you, you should watch this video till end because in this video I have not only solved the questions that you have got in your mock test, but also I have explained each and every question so that it will be easy to grab the concept and solve in your examination. There are various sources where only answers are given, but just knowing the answer won't help you guys. You have to know why those answers are relevant or correct. So let me see the question number 1. I have taken all the screenshot so that I do not have any time constraints. Now let me start with question number 1. You can see a plane was forced to make an emergency landing after it was hit by a dash of bird. This question belongs to collective noun. If you remember guys, you must have done collective noun in your school days. The question is completely based on collective noun. Just for your reference, the collective nouns are the names for a collection of people or things. So, if you see here, assembly. Okay, when we use assembly we generally use with clergy. Now you may have a question, what is a clergy? Clergy is nothing but a leader of religious belief, like priest. Okay, so when we say assembly of clergy, we say assembly of clergy. Now group, when we use the word group, will this group fit here, hit by a group of bird? No. Group is a word which we use, for example, island, a group of island, group of people. So we cannot use group also here. Group is generally used for island people, like this. Swarm. Now swarm is, can we write a swarm of birds? No. Swarm is used with bees, butterflies, ants, like insects. So swarm also we cannot use. So what is left? Flock. Exactly, flock is an answer. As I can see that TCS has given collective nouns, so you should go through some collective nouns before entering the examination. For that, we will provide you soon the collective noun in our website. So keep connected with us. So moving on to the question number 2. We can see the question number 2 is, I have too many problem to deal dash. So here the question is from a preposition. Now you must have learned preposition, conjunction again in your school days. So, but a very important point which many of you do not know, every particular preposition will be used only in a certain cases. People just put the preposition and whichever matches, just stick it out. Though in your TCS examination, the preposition won't be very difficult. Many of them will be like phrasal verb, but at the same time, you should check and know when the preposition in is used or by is used or with is used or within is used. If you know all these things, it will be quite easy for you. So this is a very scoring part so that you can score all the 10 out of 10. So let me tell you when you can use the preposition. I have too many problem to deal. Can I put here in? I have too many problem to deal in. I know you must be thinking it does not sound good, but all the time you cannot take what sounds good or not. But just for your explanation, let me tell you, in is not used because in we use specifically for time during a day, month, season, year. For example, new semester will start in March. So in we specifically use during a day, month, a season or a year. Now what about by? Can I write to deal by? No. Because by is such a versatile preposition that can be used in number of situations. We use by to show how something is done. Is it relevant here? No. So by also cannot be used. Now let us see with. Can I use with here? I have too many problems to deal with. Yes, to deal with is a correct form. To deal with, the with actually indicates a being together or being involved. So here this perfectly fits, so which is the correct answer. Just for your knowledge, within is a preposition we generally use inside a period of time. My motive to explain you all the preposition is so that in your examination you won't find it difficult, and even if other preposition comes, you will be easily identifying which preposition to use where. So that's the reason I'm explaining each and every preposition just for your convenience. Now let us move to question number 3. The question number 3 is, he wrote back to us that the auction sale dash place to the previous week. So this is a question of tense. The first was the question of collective noun, then it was a question, second was a question of preposition, and the third is a question of tense. Now the question here is in which tense? It is in past tense. Identifying which tense is quite important to give a proper answer. He wrote. Wrote signifies that it is past. Now was taking is past continuous. Now is any continuous action is denoting here he wrote back to us? No. So this is not a correct option. The second option is had taken. The fourth option is has taken. Had and has is both a participle form of have. But had taken is used when we are talking about past, and has taken is used when you are talking about present. So as I told you in the beginning, which tense I was talking about, it was a past tense. So what will be my correct answer? It is had taken. Hope you are understanding. If you have any doubt, comment us below. We'll love to hear it from you guys. This entire pattern, how to solve it, how to check which answer you have given or not, every small detail I have explained in my previous video. If you have not seen, go through the previous video, then it will be very clear to you which question, how to mark for review, what do you mean by save and next, everything I've explained it. Without taking much of the time, let me move on to the question number 4. So my question number 4 is, you should dash down your expenditure. There are 4 options like low, reduce, deduce, cut. Now this is quite interesting. You should dash down your expenditure. Of course, everyone will tell you put each word and then see which fits the best and give it the answer. Like you should low down, you should reduce down, you should deduce down or cut down. But there is always an explanation. Now this is a pure form of phrasal verb. Phrasal verb. Just for your revision, phrasal verb are those verbs. It's an idiomatic phrase consists of verb plus adverb, sometimes a preposition or sometimes both. Let me give you an example. Like let us take break down. This is a phrasal verb. Now what is break over here? It is a verb. What is a down here? It is an adverb. So this phrasal verb consists of verb plus adverb. Now let me take another example. C2. If I write C2, what is C here? C is again a verb and this is a preposition. So here it is a verb plus preposition. I also told you that sometime it will be a combination of all the three. For example, look down on. This is a verb, this is an adverb and this is a preposition. So here it is completely a phrasal verb. So what should we put? It should be cut. cut down is a phrasal verb. So I hope you have understood this, what is a phrasal verb and how I have selected the word cut down. Let us move on to the question number 5. Question number 5 is, he instilled that idea dash my mind. Now there are 4 options: into, in, to, on. Again a form of preposition. Now I have already explained you where we use in. Where we use to, guys? To indicate some kind of place or person, relationship, time period. Here nothing is implying, so I cannot use to. When we use on means on some surface or on some specific date we use on, but here again it does not fit. So which is the option that goes? It is into, because into means movement toward inside. We use into when we are describing some movement toward inside. Here into the brain, into my mind, so into is a perfect example. So into is the answer that fits here. So the question number 6 is, when are mangoes dash enough to eat? So what are the options I have? Ready, ripe, full, mature. Mangoes is there, ready won't be there, full won't be there, mature won't be there. Of course the ripe is a perfect word. So moving on to the question number 7. Question number 7 is, cholera has broken dash in their town. So the cholera has broken dash in their town. So what are the options? Let me check. In, into, out, by. When in is already there, into and in cannot be there. So let us cancel this. So what is the option that is left? Out and by. I have already tell you where we use by. We use by to show something is done, but it has broken. And also broken out is an idiom. So here broken out is a correct fit. So answer is out. Let us move on to the question number 8. He said he would pick dash at the hotel lobby in the evening. I have explained you all the preposition till here. I have explained you when we use with, when we use in, where we use to, but not up. Now let us put one by one preposition here. From down, let me start. He said he would pick me to at, no. In at, no. With at, no. Up at, exactly. It will be up at. The up fits here, so we will be using up at. And also, up is a preposition which we use when we are denoting something, a movement of a position. Okay, so here if you see with, in and to, as I mentioned previously, in is used for specific time or a location or a place, like I am currently staying in a hotel. To will be used when you indicate a place, person or a relationship or a time period. With is used like if you are with someone can be there, or with means being together or being involved. But here this all three preposition is not fitting up, because up means referring to a position. So you have to be clear which preposition is used when and with what kind of sentence. Where the sentence is demanding a preposition to be used in place of position, whether it's demanding to denote some relationship. So you should be very clear what your sentence is demanding. Then only you can understand which preposition you have to put it. So let us move on to the next question, the question number 9. The question number 9 is very easy. United we dash, divided we fall. This is a common phrase, so it is very easy. United we, strong no, combined no, stand is a correct answer. So the answer is like united we stand, divided we fall. So which is a correct answer? This is the correct answer. So let us move on to the question number 10. So let us move on to the question number 10. Question number 10. Some people dash to the officer against him about his misdeed. So there are 4 options: ask, inform, question, complain. So we can completely understand by reading the question that here some people have complained, so without much explanation here, I can very easily guess the answer. That is, the answer is the option number 4, that is complain. So my answer will be option number 4, complain. With this we end up the video here. With this I end up here. I hope you were able to understand what I tried to explain you. Thank you so much for watching our video. We'll be making all the videos on the mock test and will explain you all the questions that you need to go for TCS Nqt. Thank you so much. If you have liked the video, give us a thumbs up. Do share with your friends and do not forget to subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon. Bye bye. All the very best.